What's going on, YouTubes? It's been a hot minute. It's been a couple of years. Had to figure out life a little bit here and there, do a bunch of little different things, but I think it's finally time to get back to some car content. And one car that's been kind of at the top list of the cars I've always wanted to own again, because I've owned several of them. I think I've owned 5 of them. It's a car that saved my life once upon a time. And there's even a website called volvosavedmylife.com, and I was a card holding member of that website. But it's, life has changed a lot since then. I got kids now, and it's almost time to start looking around for cars for this little one. But you probably saw the glimpse of it in the background. I don't think there's enough content about Volvos these time of days. That's a car that's kind of been unnoticed, but surprisingly, this particular year, as of year 2025, is now able to get antique license plates, which is wild to me that these are now considered antiques. You'd always think that 57 Chevy's an antique, or they're antiques, but this car's 30 years old now. So without further ado, let's get into it. Here it is, boys and girls. This is a 1995 Volvo T5R in original yellow. Now this car, it's a survivor. From what I understand, there is probably less than 100 of these still registered with holding titles throughout North America. This is a survivor. I think this car was doomed for the junkyard, but it's actually got pretty low miles on it. It just got neglected. So I decided to do what I did with my E36 M3 that I absolutely loved in the yellow color, and this is going to be a survivor. It's got the original Pegasus wheels, which were a hot ticket. Few things that are broken on is the door. It needs an interior. Taillights I already got. So it's got the original T5R badge. And yeah. So this is the interior, kind of shot. I really hope my friends at BTS Upholstery would be able to repair this and make it good as new. Basically cut new skins. And the dash, the infamous Volvo dash that is absolutely destroyed and extremely difficult to find. So if anybody out there has a dash and willing to part with, let me know. Door cards, I already ordered one. Funny story. I was pulling this car in, dead battery. I was on the jumper. And so lock the door, typical Volvo fashion. This doesn't work because that's very, very loose right there. I locked myself in. All the doors don't open from the inside. Just something that's gonna need to get addressed. And I started to panic. And if anybody knows, when you start to panic in 140 degrees, you don't think straight, you don't think at all. It's very crazy. But I started to panic, and I found myself on the floor. I believe it's a timing guide bearing, because I know the timing's been done on this. So a lot of parts are on the floor. And smashed the windows with this just so I could get out. That's all the glass. Stupid, I know, but nobody ever thinks straight when they panic. I've always been the type of guy that whenever there's some sort of scenario where everybody else would panic, I would be the only one thinking straight. I always prided myself on doing that, and then my ego got the best of me, and I was humbled that everybody makes mistakes. But anyways, Talked to a few people, they said that's exactly what they would have done, is smash the window. But unfortunate, but surprisingly, windows are only 45 bucks. So I'll take that. The tires, they're kind of dry rotted, but there's still plenty of tread on them. Good for a few burnouts. The engine on it, surprisingly, is very, very clean. Original turbo. That's the housing. Nothing rotted. All the lines are actually good and well, and you know, nothing rotted. From what I've seen is these break off all the time. Where are we at? Right there on the wastegate, these nipples, they always break off, and that's the actual term for it. They're called nipples. And these nipples get broken off, and people have to get new wastegates and whatnot. And this one's good. So still gonna get a new wastegate, but something with a bigger spring to make some power. But man, I'm excited. I've always owned Volvos, and mine were always NA, and this is a turbo one, and I'm kind of excited. So I need some upholstery work, I need some interior work, but for the most part it's just exterior, and I'm excited to see this thing come back to life. This is going to be a fun. I've always enjoyed the Volvo community. The community was always good, and I hope that it still is. I hope that from all the guys that I've seen, there was actually a really cool red one that was for sale in Georgia, and another guy beat me to it, and he also has a YouTube channel. And if he's watching, good luck with that one, dude. That one was a lot better shape than this one. But this one's gonna get a full respray. This one's gonna get new interior, yeah, new lights, all the plastics redone. So for the most part, it's a survivor. But it runs, and it runs great. It doesn't just run, it actually runs really, really good. After I put a new fuel pump in it, it just fires right up. Let me show you. Let's get this party started. Starts right up. It's got a little bit of a valve lifter noise, but another thing that it has is a massive fuel leak. So I just need to get it up on the lift. So, my massive fuel leak, what is this? You know what, this is my first time looking at this car underneath, so I'm gonna do it with you guys. I have not seen this thing, what it looks like. This looks like mud dobblers or whatever they're called. But what are we leaking? Here we are. Somebody's already tried to repair this, it looks like. The fuel line is a junk. It's a proper kakash. Yep. Looks like forklifts. And exhaust is actually in very decent shape. No leaking of the oil more than it should.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can you stop breathing so loud, honey? He's like...
Looks like the axles have been swapped out not too long ago. Turbo's clean. Intercoolers, the piping's good. Not dry rotted. And yeah. Real good, yeah. Yeah. let's get this fixed, shall we? Looks like I got the fuel system situated. Not permanent, but like a temporary fix where I can, it's still leaking a little bit, a few drips here and there, but at least I can take it for a first drive and see if this thing boosts. Because I'm not even sure, I've never driven it. I've only started the engine to find the giant fuel leak. So I'm gonna take the cover off, put the gas cap back in, and take this magical T5R for its first maiden voyage in many, many years. Pray for. Let's see if this thing, man, I feel so fat. I'm so sweaty. Let's see if this thing boosts. I don't have a lot of high hopes, but we're not gonna go too far. The suspension feels surprisingly tight. If there's any control arm damage, would feel it on this road. But option goes. Got air in the tires. Here we are. Maiden voyage. Yay! I'm gonna go to there, turn it around, and come back. Second gear. Third gear, fourth gear. Tachometer doesn't work, speedo doesn't work, gauges don't work at all. Most likely the speedo doesn't work at all. She boosts. That's a positive. Always a positive. Nice. This pleases me. So what are the plans for this thing? Well, paint, bodywork, obviously. Put the original spoiler back on. I think I'm gonna keep it as original as possible. That means a T5R spoiler instead of the 850R spoiler, which in my opinion looks better, but I want to keep this thing period correct, but at the same time get rid of the wheel gap, maybe some lows, do, you know, tasteful mods, tint the windows, stuff like that. Well, took a drive and this thing was here, but anyways, yeah, tasteful mods, clean it up, give it some new paint, put some new tires on it, because I just drove these and these are square. They're cinder blocks, so dry rotted cinder blocks. It's absolutely unpleasant to drive. Fix the speedo, figure out why the heck that thing doesn't work, and just do interior stuff and make this a survivor. I don't know how long I'm gonna have it. Most likely gonna give it to my daughter as a first car. So this is a vehicle that saved my life. I got T-boned 75 miles an hour driver's side when a high school teacher fell asleep at the wheel and ran a red light back in Manchester, New Hampshire. And yeah, that accident almost claimed my life, but I've always had a soft spot for these cars. Never knew how good they were until I did. So we're gonna figure that out and go from there. But hope you guys enjoy the content, and I hope you guys stay tuned. Guys, I'm really close to hitting 1,000 subs. Any subscription would really help out. Like, comment, you know, tell me what you think of this thing. Am I wasting my time? Is this a junk car? But I think everybody enjoys a really good rebuild every now and then. So, and it would be nice to see a survivor. These are in America, these are very rare in yellow color, and this is the original yellow. So I don't know, let me know what you think. Send me some love, send me some thoughts. I think we're gonna end it. And guys, again, give me a follow. This thing, we're very close to 1,000 subs, and I really want to get monetized doing this stuff because it's just fun being rewarded monetarily also when you're dumping a ton of money into these things. And this is literally just a side project, so not my main income, but always wanted to do this stuff for a living. So like, comment, subscribe. Jana and I will see you later. Bye.